So in a non-depressing video for a change, not talking about football, if you remember when I did the 10 years on video that I actually did do a video, I did specifically mention that I have autism. And recently I was at this, which is the North East Autism Society Star Awards at the Stadium of Light. And it basically made me, I just wanted to briefly, it's only going to be a little short video, but I wanted to just briefly talk about how awestruck I was by how some people can actually recognise autism's a thing now. And when I was there was like 221 nominees, of which I was one of them for inspirational volunteer. In addition to the job I've got, part-time job I've got, I volunteer with the North East Autism Society, and I work with a specific individual who has got autism. I'm not going to mention too much for privacy reasons, and I don't particularly want to bring too much attention to him, but basically it was to try and help him improve on public transport and sort of get independence going. And I'm very proud of him actually, because he's actually managing to get public transport on his own now from school. But nevertheless, it really got me awestruck about how many people actually seem to care now about autism, and the dedication of the staff and the volunteers is excellent, second to none really. And I'll quickly mention there's a story about there's a former Northern Echo editor called Peter. Now I've forgotten his second name because I'm usually shite with names. But there's a student called Jonathan, and they met at a Darlington Vibe Award, if I remember rightly. Might have been the year before last. And Jonathan in particular is very, very skillful at art. And Peter in particular was actually trying to develop into a children's author. And he's writing a children's novel about a spiky hedgehog, I think. Memory's gone blank in occasions there. But Jonathan's really, really good artistically, and he got a copy of like a manuscript of the novel, and sent Peter some by email some illustrations, some of which were showed at the presentation, which was absolutely fantastic. And it hit the message home because Jonathan's got a diagnosis of autism himself, like me, obviously, and it really hit the message home for me that people with autism don't have to just settle for negative stereotypes or anything like that, because they can actually make a career for themselves. They can do whatever they want. They can put anything and they set their minds to it, obviously within reason. You don't break the law or anything, but they can positively make an impact for themselves. And I was very, very proud. That was a touching story. And partly what I want to do as someone who has got autism is to work with kids or pre-teens that have got autism, for example. Even just do activities with them, because one, I love kids generally. I love the fact that seeing them smile brings warmth to my heart, as cliched and soppy as it sounds. I love them to bits. Them smiling brings warmth to my heart every time. But also because as someone who has got autism, I want to give something back to them. And I want to try and be an inspiration to them, to try and say, look, you can do this. I got a bloody degree. I've got a job. Got to college. I've made friends as well. So, there's loads of things. And I'm not going to try and use this as any publicity, but any of you watching this video, if you know anyone with autism or any autism Facebook pages or social media pages or anything, put this video out there, because I want people to be aware of this. I want that people with autism can make a life for themselves. It's really inspirational to see so many people there, even the winners. There were so many people there tonight, or whenever this is going up, probably yesterday. But there were so many people at the presentation, and it's really staggering. And it's good to know autism's now getting more positivity now as publicity. So there you go. So anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it there. It's just a short video, but it's just something I wanted to talk about. Thank you to anyone watching this video. And to anyone with autism, if you are watching this, you can do anything you want to. But if you put your mind to it, you're entitled to as much of life as anyone else is. So there you go, guys. I'll see you later when our relegation against Bournemouth is going to be confirmed. See you later. Bye-bye.